probably made like 20 racks, like just that summer. And like for me, that was like, holy shit, like potential to make money online. I was like, what the I think we met through Tyler, so
This is true.
Yeah,
This is true.
I was down here with Aaron, and we weren't living down here at the time.
This is true. So FYI, so Tyler, shout out to Tyler, love you, bro. Tyler hit me up through IG, and this is, I guess, the power of social media. Like literally, a homie was from living in New York, was looking at photography, videography stuff down here. I was making content, and I think he literally DM'd me. He's like, "Yo, love your stuff. You know, I'm gonna be in the area," and I was like, "Yo, say less. Like, let's link." And I remember the first time when I met Tyler, we went to a park, like somewhere in like Boca, and we did some like temple run shit, bro. Like literally, like, so they have these things, these boardwalks in like in different areas near the intercoastal. Bro, it got destroyed in Boca, but it became like an area, like a super secret spot, like where you literally have to go like temple run, jump over boulders, do all this stuff to get to this little hidden beach. And, like, I brought Tyler with me, and he met all my videography friends and all in one day. And they're like, yo, who is this kid? Like, where'd you meet him? I was like, I literally met him yesterday through Instagram. All right, And then my boys were like, bro, this feels like a bad Tinder date. Like a really bad story for a Tinder date. Yeah. And then, like, yo, we ended up, like, linking. And then 2 days later, like not even a week later, bro, he's like, hey, dude, have, like, a homie that's in town. I think you guys were looking for Ross, bro, actually.
Yeah, we were looking for Ross.
Yeah, shout out to Ross.
Ross wasn't available. I think he was in, like, Bali. He was fucking all over the place. Like
literally all over.
But, I hit him up, or Sebastian up, and I was like, yo, like, we got a Yaris for the day. We're trying to make some content. Like, let's run it.
I was like, bro, who are those kids, bro? Like, I was with Vision at the time. Vision was like, he's like, bro, why are we recording like Lambos for children? And I was like, bro, what do you mean? We don't have a Lambo, so like, let's go enjoy the day. Yeah. Which is crazy. And then like, that's how we ended up meeting. Video came out decent. I'm not gonna lie, I was like, yo, man, like, we had 2 shooters on deck. I remember this was the first time I was actually working with Vision at the same time. Yeah. So we were all like testing each other out, and I was like, yo, this is pretty cool. And I guess that's how the relationship started. Yeah. And you said you were actually living, you went back to New York.
Yeah, we were in New York at the time in Lower East Side, and we were just kind of chilling up there, and then I decided to do my own thing. We're down here.
Why did that happen, by the way? Like, we'll keep it PG, but like,
just didn't like the way someone was doing business.
Yeah.
Kind of was ruining my reputation, and that's not what I'm about. Obviously, just trying to be transparent with people is number one, and, I tell it to everyone I get on the phone. I'm like, look, regardless if we do business or not today, I know 25 people by just talking to you. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because I'm able to grow my network. 5 people who know 5 people.
Absolutely.
Boom, that's 25 people. And, this person would promise something and wouldn't deliver, fulfill. So I was like, look, you got to,
no, I get
take it up a little bit before, you don't have me on your side anymore. So sure enough, didn't get me on his side and moved down here. And Everyday Success Team, shout out to them. Yeah. Chris, Jesse, Colsar, Jerry, all of them guys. They were like my first mentor kind of people. Like going into college my freshman year, probably made like 20 racks, like just that summer. And like, for me, that was like, holy shit. Like, I was like, wow, like potential to make money online. I was like, what the fuck? And, that 20K when you get to college and you go out to, upstate bars in the middle of New York, that 20K goes to 15K. Yep. And then 15 to 10 and then 10 to 5. So I was like, what the fuck am I doing? And I was slowing down basketball. I played Division III basketball. And for me, like, I graduated in 2020 from high school, which is crazy to think about. But everyone in college at the time had a year back of eligibility because of COVID. So, like, there was a bunch of, like, 24-year-olds on my team. Right. I got a year back. So I was waiting my turn to probably, like, late sophomore year and, like, early junior year just to kind of get maybe 5-10 minutes a game. And I was like, I'm not trying to do that. Like, I just made 20 racks this past summer. Like, let me pick it up, grind. So stopped playing ball, tried doing online classes. That shit didn't work.
No, of course not.
And then I was like, yo, Dad, like, I'm not doing this anymore. He's like, you got a plan, just keep going and keep executing it. He's like, look, I don't think it's going to last forever. I said, you'd be surprised, but, you know, just down here, surround myself with the right people and try to scale it.
For the people that don't know, what is EDST?
EDST is a one-stop shop marketing agency where, you know, we're branding a lot of artists, entrepreneurs. I mean, shit, we got a lot of ventures going in there. But it's a great one-stop shop for really anyone who's looking to get their feet wet in the marketing game, and just surround themselves with like-minded individuals. There's like 8,000 people in the Telegram chat. It's awesome.
So I know that we both do the same thing, all right? Just FYI, guys. We both do it. We come from different backgrounds. He's more of a marketer. He's more of a sales guy. I come from more of a videography background, content creating background. So it's interesting because I know how you do your business, and I know how to do mine. And I tell people to stay away from doing stuff like yours unless they're doing sales and marketing. Right. Like unless they're selling a product or service. Right. Then it's like it's a numbers game. It's different. Yeah. How do you like have that conversation with individuals where like that are doing the organic side, that have been pushing out organic, and then it's like, hey, listen, like I want to do more, but like I don't know if I want to fake it to do or boost those numbers. Right. How do you have that conversation with them?
So one thing I do is like, look, I use the analogy perception's reality. Yeah. What we were talking about before. And while I'm on the phone with them, I'm like, look, this is the same strategy that Lil Baby uses, the same strategy Da Baby uses, same strategy Selena Gomez, any of your favorite mainstream artists. I said, pull up their page, search their page on Instagram, and refresh their followers. Mm-hmm. What does it do? All these Indonesian accounts, all these, you know, accounts from overseas that are bot-looking accounts. Right. You know what I mean? Absolutely. But 95% of the people that come across Lil Baby's page, they're not looking through his followers. They're just saying, holy shit, he's got 26.5 million followers. Boom, of course I want to follow him.
Absolutely.
That 5% are really just going through and be like, look at this bot, look at this bot, look at this bot. But that 95% of the people that follow, they're going to make up for that 5%.
Absolutely.
So one tip is like, if whoever follows you the most recently on Instagram is like right at the top. So like you follow me right now, you're right at the top of my most recent following. Exactly. You know what I mean? So
it's crazy because I use your services. Like I use it all the time, but I don't recommend it to my clients unless because like, for example, like I only recommend it to people that are trying to push their brand, that already are pushing their brand. So like if anyone's starting off just in the beginning, not even creating content like for themselves, I'm like, yo, bro, like don't even throw followers at it. Yeah. You guys got to get into like learning how to even just create content. Right. You know?
That's what when I run ads through Instagram, I see what performs the most best organically. And I'm like, all right, this took off organically. People like that. Let me run an ad on it. I'll throw 200, 400, 600 bucks behind it. Just that one video. And if I'm able to, because I have high ticket offers, if I'm able to just close one deal off that, I'm profiting.
You get the ROI. I mean? Yeah, absolutely. That's where people don't understand. Like, people think, people that aren't in marketing spaces, more like the 9-to-5 individual, they look at that, they're like, no way, it's real and stuff like that. Right. But it's like if we use social media as almost like for money. Like if I wasn't making money on social media, I wouldn't be on it. Like, period. Like,
that's the thing. So when I was in high school, I had like 10, 15,000 followers. Like when I first getting into EDST, and like I was making maybe $500 a month with it. Yeah. And that wasn't a lot, but like everyone's looking at me like, yo, what do? You have 10, 15,000 followers. I'm like, I don't really know. It just kind of looks cool. But then I was like, look, if I'm branding myself and I'm not turning my audience into a cash flow, I'm doing something wrong.
Absolutely.
You know? So, I mean, that's really all it is, a conversion through, and that comes to content.
Yeah, content comes down to content. Yeah. I'll see a lot of people that have the followers and stuff like that, but they don't do the conversions correct. If that makes sense. Like you'll have somebody with 10K followers, but like
15 likes,
that doesn't look right.
Following 5,000 people,
and it's crazy, guys, because we talk about this, but like his services, the engagement services, will help get that the next client or the next person. For example, if I have my page and I'm pushing out content, but my likes aren't matching with the quality of the work and whatnot, so then I have clients that see my page, like, oh, it's good stuff, but it's not catching their eyes because everybody at the end of the day, it's a numbers game, you know? Right. They'll see like, okay, 15K videos here, 10K views here, like, oh my God, like who is this guy? You know, like I want to know who he is, you know? And then that's how you build that relationship for that one client, that 1% client that comes through. Like it's almost like I won't say fake it to make it, but we pay for boosting our page to get that 1% individual that ends up paying.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's what people don't understand. Like, is if investing money into your Instagram, that's investing into your online resume.
Absolutely.
Like, you go out to a bar, you go out to a club, you go out to a restaurant, a networking event, anything.
Yeah.
People aren't asking for your Kick, your Snapchat, your TikTok. It's your number or your Instagram. You know what I mean? So that all comes down to perception and reality. When, the billionaire who has a jet company and he's doing jet charters, he only has 500 followers on Instagram.
Yeah.
But he looks up your page and got 150,000. Of course he wants to work with you because you have more followers.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So
that's crazy that you say that, because there's a lot of people that make money off of social media that are now trying to convert to the social media side of things. What's one thing that you tell them, like, yo, like, how do we start working on your brand,
Well, one thing I tell everyone, because Instagram's been around for almost 20 years now.
Yeah, it's crazy. I
tell everyone it's 2023. The new 10K is 100K. So if you don't have over 100K followers, you're a nobody.
Absolutely.
As bad as that sounds, it's true. But ever since I got over 50, 100,000 followers, people are messaging me now. I don't got to do outreach, which is awesome. You know what I mean? Now it's a hot lead coming into my box instead of me going into their box.
Right. Do you use I always see it, the whole, like, I have somebody view my page randomly, or do you actually view it?
What
it's like there's a software basically that you can view people's stories, and it shows that you show up like you viewed their story or liked their story, but you didn't like it. You get me?
I get those messages a lot.
Because I get a bunch of people that like my stuff on my stories, and I'm like, wait, who is this? Like, I don't know who this is.
I get a lot, like, I'm not going to lie, like, those, like, porn accounts and
yes,
sex
bro,
accounts.
I got so many this week.
Yeah.
Like, here, like, look at my,
like,
yo, that's so nice.
I'm like, you want a mentorship?
That's like the new OnlyFans thing, though. Like, that's their marketing thing.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus.
It's all botted out that I don't.
Have you thought about that?
Like,
running for doing marketing for OnlyFans or not?
Bro, girls are so easy to market. So there's endless money to be made in that OnlyFans stuff. And I know a lot of people. I know a bunch of people down here in Miami that are just absolutely crushing.
All over it.
Yeah. So
do you use it? I use the same. So it's crazy. I talk to a lot of these guys, and I use their strategies for my clients.
Okay.
If that makes sense. It's the same thing. Like,
it's
just a different niche. If that makes sense.
Yeah. What's one thing you took away from what an OnlyFans person tells you?
Definitely, it's the TikTok thing. So basically, the whole, even if you're a girl, you don't even need an OnlyFans, but you can still leverage your social media. Mm-hmm. So like posting on a daily, building a relationship with, using the comment section, the comment section in TikTok as a platform to create the relationship with your audience. That is game changer.
1,000%.
I see it all the time. It'll be like a girl on TikTok, basically, like comment, like responding to every comment and using.
And it's not even the girl; it's a VA in the Philippines.
Right, right. But instead of like just responding to the comment, they do videos on the comment.
Okay.
So
I know what you're saying.
Exactly.
Yeah. And it pops up on the screen.
Exactly.
The comment. Yep.
You use the comment section as building a relationship with the audience.
Yep.
And I see that, I'm like, wow, that is so fucking smart.
Right.
So imagine if you're a business owner and like you do credit repair and people are asking questions, instead of like answering it with a video, it's more like you're answering that person directly, and that person's gonna feel special, or like oh my God, this guy's actually paying attention, and then you continue doing that output wise, and it's like, wow, like you're building that relationship. I see a lot of people that do marketing, especially Miami, like everyone does it. It's a game, but I want to say there's maybe 2 to 3% that actually know how to build a relationship with their audience, actually care about their audience, and it's not more of a I'm pumping money out of you,
Right. One thing I mean, TikTok is great. It's obviously a huge marketing tool, but I try to stay away from it because just the the quality of the leads is just. I mean, you think about it, I'll be walking down the street, I'll see a little 13-year-old on TikTok. Like, I don't want her watching my ads. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
Obviously, you can target and everything like that, but I don't really see anywhere from a 25-year-old to a 35-year-old on TikTok.
So that's the thing. So that with TikTok, it's your content is being pushed out to, yes, a younger audience, but that's changing because right now, TikTok is a new, what's it called? Vine, all right?
Right.
Where people spend endless hours consuming content.
Yep.
So now you have the average age change. So yes, you have 12-year-olds, but now you have 30-year-olds. Now you have like 25-year-olds. So it's just a matter of like, I say use TikTok almost like a hook. You use it as a hook to kind of get to the next platform.
Right.
Like you're recycling content. I tell people all the time. Like most people, they'll pay for like my service, or, shoot content one time, and we'll shoot like we'll do like an hour shoot, like 30 pieces of content for 1 month, all right?
Yeah.
And then now they have a month full of content, but they forget that there are other platforms that they can put it. TikTok, Indeed, so now it's like not 30, now it's 30 times 5. You know?
Yep.
So it's like, it's a matter of just like, you want to keep pushing out the same message on multiple platforms.
Yep.
Like Facebook's amazing, bro. Like
Facebook
Reels right now is like on the low. Like
I'll be on Facebook at like
12:30
a.m. and those little like guys building those shacks out of like shit. That shit just, I'm like, what's the next one? What are they making next?
Vision had a video go viral on Instagram. On Facebook Reels.
Yeah.
He got like 1 million views.
Really?
Yeah. It was like him like going up to people on the street and like being like, oh, like kiss this girl, like the whole college video.
Yeah.
Those videos convert.
Oh yeah, those videos
but
are
they're
huge.
entertaining. So it's like there's no ROI monetization wise.
Right.
That's where like I tell people all the time, like when it comes to content creating, once you make content, all right, in a specific niche, like outside of your thing, just to like get it out there, then you have to stick doing it.
Of course. Yeah, you can't. So actually, shout out Tanner Kurtz, the guy who does my videos.
I love Tanner.
His page was huge on TikTok. So I was like looking to take over a TikTok account. So we kind of did like a little trade-off kind of thing. He gave me his TikTok account and it had like 99,000 followers.
Jesus.
But the niche was real estate.
Oh, no.
So he had
switch.
Millions and millions of followers, and I'm over there now trying to post like personal branding stuff, and it just would not convert. And it was I feel like it's a little bit shadow banned because the last time he posted about real estate was like a year and a half ago kind of thing.
Right.
So he wasn't staying consistent with it. But when he was, that shit was printing.
So with TikTok, it's almost like YouTube now. So it's very SEO. So like if your entire page has been real estate, like it's categorized on the platform as real estate. So if you're talking about personal branding, of course, it's not going to be pushed out until the amount of videos that you pump out like is more than the real estate stuff.
Yep. One thing I was going to bring my business partner, but he wasn't able to make it. But his name is Matt Van Bus. And he does a lot of like.
Is that the guy that you ran an ad with? That I called you?
Yeah.
I told you, I was like, yo, what do you think?
No, that's a different guy.
Okay.
But he does a lot of like email marketing. So he'll scrape a lot of businesses' data. So we'll get a lot of we'll do cold outreach through small businesses because that's what we're trying to do now is use EDST services and white label it for Instagram automation. So we're reaching out to small businesses saying, look, we can do this, this, and this, provide a content team. We'll get Tanner in there.
Yeah.
Go to there for 2-3 days out of the month, bang out 6-7 months worth of content. Very similar to what you're doing. With
absolutely. Yeah.
And, that's what we're doing. But what we're doing as far as outreach is we actually just bought 25 aged Instagram accounts.
Okay.
And it was dirt cheap. Like I didn't even know that was a thing. I got introduced to it a couple weeks ago. 25 aged Instagram accounts for $70.
It's not bad.
And we just hired 2 VAs, 12 accounts each, and they're just gonna be sending. So it's like a probation period where you have to like warm up.
Where they DM, outreach. All right.
Yeah, yep.
So I know somebody. His name is Rob. All right. He does solar. All right.
Okay.
And he also does credit repair. And he's got a crazy system. He uses what's it called? Go High Level, or have you heard of that?
It's like a marketing agency, you're saying?
No, Go High Level is like a CRM.
Oh, okay,
right? Right, that they use for like messaging, almost like ManyChat.
Yeah.
All right, where ManyChat you send a bunch of DMs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So if you do it like that, like what you say you're doing, you need what's it called? You need to send them through a CRM to make sure that they're hitting something else. So it's like you're doing cold DMs basically, right? Mm-hmm. But the cold DM needs to go somewhere like where you can track it instead of like the VA is just DMing people. Oh, we have a hot lead for you. They're gonna DM you or whatever like that. You need to send them to a CRM. That way, it's more like automated, like you said.
So what we're doing is we're just having them basically go to Gary V's page, go down that bunny hole, who he's following, then who they're following, then.
Oh, dude, you're doing that one guy.
Yeah.
There's this guy on TikTok who who grabs his phone and he'll like record himself closing deals, and be like, his strategy for his clients is basically like, you have to follow all your people, like follow everybody, like for the client to follow everybody. Yeah, that's so crazy. Because it works.
It does.
I just won't do it.
That's why I won't do it either.
I won't follow
That's
people,
why I have
bro.
to.
Fuck that.
Well, it's not off my account.
I know. Off of the.
So I have Matt. If you guys want to follow Matt Champlin 1 through 25, you guys can go ahead. But
wait, so I might get a fake account following me?
No, I'm not. I'm just gonna have him follow like famous on like Grant Cardone, Gary Vee, just so obviously something's there. But yeah, it's just basically more for outreach, and how we're doing it is through the 12 accounts, right? The first day off 12 accounts, they're going to send 10 DMs. So 120 each, so 240 the first day. And then they're going to do 20 the second day. So what is that? 20 times 12.
Is it a custom message?
So we do, I have it. So if you do it, you're going to get action block if you just copy and paste kind of thing.
Yeah. But
if you actually type on Instagram, the messenger system, it will trigger as like, oh, you're not a bot kind of thing. So there's a text replacement on settings on the iPhone. So if you type AAA, it can fucking put a whole paragraph in.
Nice.
So I have an AAA set up for them. I have a BBB, and then we'll wait for a response. And then what I'll do is I'll have them send a voice memo. Voice memos are killer.
They're fucking killers.
Voice memos are killers, bro. It just obviously separates you from everyone else.
Everyone else.
Some people get scared of them, if I'm being honest with you. I'll send a voice memo, I won't get a response, but like, wow, I must be scared.
I've been doing the whole, I send videos.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got out of I like voice memos, but like you said, people are intimidated.
Yeah.
Just like hearing. I think with social media, people just don't know how to fucking communicate.
Right.
Period.
Yeah.
So like I show as much face value as I can, where I can just like show my face, talk to them.
Yeah.
Be personal. And then develop that relationship. That's what I've been switching over to, like branding, consulting for branding. Because, dude, I do it every single day for my clients. Yeah. And I just realized, like, wait, I could just do this for a lot more people.
Yeah.
And I like helping people, bro. I think at the end of the day, like, every man, like, if you have a purpose in life, man, like, and you just stick to that purpose, bro, like helping people, bro, like the money comes after, you know, like. But if you start, like, you know, like going for the money, then you start losing relationships.
I mean, bro, at the end of the day, it's sales regardless of what you're going to do. So you're going to have a dry period. You're going to have periods where you're just hitting like that. So
but you're smart, bro, because now you're transferring over from the OBC, always be closing, to like, okay, I'm setting up warm leads so they come to me. So I don't have to OBC.
And that's the thing, too, with the one-time fees and the one-time offers, like the one-time payment kind of things, like, it's cool and all in the moment. It gives you an excitement for about maybe a day. Yeah. And then you're like, fuck, I got to go make another one.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So what I'm trying to get into is reoccurring. Reoccurring is obviously it's a lot more volume. It's something that you don't really have to go out of your way for.
Absolutely.
So that's why I want to get into the small business automation with the mentorships and everything like that are great. Yeah. But it's time consuming. I'm on a 45-minute call. Meanwhile, I could be DMing 50 other small businesses that are paying me $500 a month.
I think the mentorship and stuff like that, like, it's a weird road. Even the courses too, like.
Yeah, no, I hate all the mentorship courses. It's all saturated. When I do sell a mentorship, I'm like, look, don't ever think about like a coaching program, a mentorship, a course. I hate all those fucking words. Think about it. You're compensating your friend. And we're building a friendship. Yeah, that's how I like to work.
I'm building a course myself right now too, and it's completely free. Like,
that's the thing. I like people that do the courses because, you're giving out free value right there, and two, like, you're not in it for the money. That's what it shows.
Like, I see, what's it called? 90% of people that do the courses don't give enough, like, actual value in it. Like,
it's always outdated,
bro. It's always outdated, stuff like that. Shit, bro. I've made multiple courses for clients, and and they'll rip it, you know, like they'll make a course and they'll make 50 bands off of it. Yeah. But like, if you watch the course, you're like, dude, like, it was made in 5 minutes. Yeah. So like, I see that all the time. And it's just more like, if you make a course with just the purpose of actually like being thorough and stuff like that, there's probably going to be like 1 to 3% of people that actually go through it. And those 3% are going to be your testimonials. Right. Like the guys that actually go through it and like, wow, this actually, you know, like this worked for me, you know?
Right. Like, and when you have even 5, 6 testimonials out of the 300 people you worked with, wow, this person knows what they're doing because
Bro.
they see the testimonials.
Bro,
You know?
it's also like if you get the real ones, that's what I'm saying. Like if you give real value and you actually help someone like create a business, bro, you could be like, hey, listen, I helped. It's almost like a child. Like I helped him grow their business. You know, that's my kid. You know?
Yeah, that's my
like,
kid.
Yeah, and that's a great feeling. And I'd rather help one person than like help like 10,000 people, and it's just like they never got to that level. Like they never got to actually like get to that next level.
And not only helping them get to the next level, like, yeah, you could get to the next level, but if you're not building a relationship with them too,
absolutely not.
They're not gonna vouch for you.
Yeah, I hate those one-offs, man. Like the one-off businesses.
Yeah.
Where it's like, hey, listen, like, you know, I do you a service, you know, I never see you again.
Right.
I would rather say no.
That's so when I'm on the phone with someone for a mentorship, I'm like, look, there's only so much I can teach you about social media and Instagram, right? But that's why I put a lifetime mentorship on it, because I always want to be a point of contact for you, and I always want to give you access to my network, because my network offers me shit every week. You know what I mean? So whether it's something new you want to get into or you want to scale on something, I'm always here for you.
It's crazy you say that, because like I've been raw dogging this like on my own for a minute, and then things switched up to me in December where like I had someone reach out to me, Ollie, shout out to my like literally business partner now. And he asked me, he's like, oh, like, what are your goals for this year?
Yeah.
And I've been sitting on something for like about 6 months. When I was like up in New York, I got added up, bro. I was a J, and I was there, and I was like thinking of like things, strategies, and I was like going ham. We were at a club. I was literally on my notepad in a club, just going in there like, oh my God, I got this idea. And I was sitting on that idea for like 6 months, didn't execute on it because I didn't have the resources. I'd have to like reach out to partners and stuff like that. And I'd feel like a middleman, you know, always like bringing something. And I remember I just like texted to him the entire paragraph of like what I want to do. Yeah. And he's like, shut up. He's like, bro, I'm literally building that structure right now. And I was like, he's like, let's hop on a call right now. Yeah. Hopped on a call. I already knew my gut. That's it. We're running this. And we started running it. And then we started doing business 3 months in, and we're doing it. And I was like, awesome. All right, helping people. And shout out to Ali on this, because like I realized like you said, like the one-offs are never going to be it if we're going to scale and take it to the next level. Mm-hmm. But it's also the partnerships. So like I'm really more big into partnership deals now. Mm-hmm. Like I only want to work with someone that can grow their business and take a piece of it as well. Like, because it just makes more sense, because you're more invested to do better in their business.
That's what I'm doing for these. So it's not like VAs that I'm hiring for those 12 accounts. Yeah. It's not VAs that I'm hiring from Philippines or some shit like that. It's people that I've built a relationship with, that have done business with me, that either follow me, I know them personally and stuff like that. I want to keep it in-house. You know what I mean? Absolutely. So what I told them is, I'm like, look, like, yeah, you guys are like, I'm paying you to do this, but like, if you guys show me that you can scale this and get things going, not only for me, but for yourself, I'll make you the director of sales, and people can work under you. You know what I mean? So back to the partnership thing, like I don't ever think of something like, oh, I'm making money off this person. Yeah. And I don't want that person to think, okay, he's making money off me. Yeah. I want them to be like, okay, we just made a relationship kind of thing. You know what I mean? So nothing's free in this world. That's what everyone has to understand. Like, people always swipe to my stories, call me, text me, yo, can you help me with this? Yeah, I can help you, but like my time and my value is definitely not free, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
it's funny. I learned a lot from one of my clients, and I know he's got a sketchy reputation, but he is a really good person. Like Brandon Condon, really big fan. It's crazy because like when you see someone like really know how to leverage an audience, build relationships and stuff like that, and build partnerships on a day-to-day, I feel like when you learn so quick, bro, like especially in our industry, bro, like it's like most people die like in the first like 3 to 4 months, like if they can't make it. Yep. But like if you really learn how to just leverage those relationships and in a way where it's like, okay, I learned from this person and I learned this strategy from this person, you put all those things together and it's just like, wow, you know, you get to that next level.
That's why back to the VAs again, like I tell them, like, look, I'll tell you too, like I'm paying him $350 a month. Yeah. But I'm only paying one person that $350 a month, so it's a little competition in the house. But what I also tell them is like, look, if you just get a person to book a call with me, I'll give you $20. So if you, throughout a whole month, you can make more than that $350 already just off booking calls. Yeah. And then on top of that, 10 to 15% on top of the actual deal if they go through. Yeah, smart. So it keeps motivating them and stuff like that. But mean, the packages range from $3K all the way to $20,000. You know what I mean? So
absolutely.
you can make $2K off one phone call. Just you can get $20, and then before you know it, you're getting $2,000.
Do you when you speak to like that's crazy because like building a team is not easy. A lot of people don't understand that. It's not telling someone something to do. It's inspiring them and letting them like do something that they're already good at. You know?
Yeah.
Like, oh, you're already good at this. Okay, cool. I'm gonna set you up with this.
Yeah.
You know, and then you build that. And it's difficult because I see, especially like with the podcast and whatnot, like building these relationships out and stuff like that. It's just more like it's you have to give so much first, and then it's like you'll see the fruit at the end.
Yeah. I mean, that's what a lot of people don't see is like you'll drop $500,000, $5,000, $10,000 on something that you truly believe. 2 weeks goes by, fuck, I haven't seen anything. 4 weeks goes by, fuck, I haven't seen anything. Maybe I should try something else. Like,
I see it all the time.
Don't try anything else. Like, that's a waste of money. It's a waste of time, and you don't want.
But you have to go all in, dude. I tell people it's this or nothing. Like it's like, dude, for example, like, and I'm maybe this is TMI, but I remember like there was a point that's why my first relation ended. I was like, bro, like I'm going all in on this. Like I'll lose you, I'll lose this, I'll lose that, friends, family, whatever. But like this is it. Like there's no plan B, you know?
No, like, I'm still on plan A.
I'm still on plan A too, bro.
Yeah.
And the crazy thing is, bro, like there are gonna be moments where it's like you're so invested into this that you're losing. You feel like FOMO, you know, like you're missing out on like other things. You see other people's successes and stuff like that. I see people that like clients that I used to work with, like on the low end when I was a shitty videographer. Just blow up, and I'm just so proud of them, bro.
Yeah.
And it's like, bro, I want to get to that next level. How do I get to that next level? And it's just keep doing it, keep repping it out, you know?
For sure.
Like, it is crazy, though. It's crazy to have relationships.
Yeah, one question I had written down, actually, related to success is when did it kind of click for you that, like, you wanted to pursue, like, you were like, this is the potential I have, like, let me actually dive in and do it?
All right, so this is gonna be a little bit long one, but I'll try to shorten it up. But so not a lot of people know this, but I lost my mom about like 6 years ago. So like during that time frame, I got thrown into like a shit ton of responsibilities, like paying for a house, you know, and I didn't know what I wanted to do, but I knew I was good at certain things.
Right.
So back then, I was working 3 jobs. I was working for the county, doing Lyft, and I joined an MLM to learn how to network.
Okay.
And I was doing that all during this time frame. And I had this one question that somebody like asked me, and I remember it stuck with me. And it was like, how do I provide value to a millionaire? Like, how do I get into a room like that?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what do they need that I can give, even though I feel like I don't really know enough? So I remember I took courses on social media marketing, Ty Lopez's, like a bunch of stuff like that. And I'm like, I'm still not able to access people like that. How do I access? And I remember like running, like one of my boys at the time, he was a videographer, and he was just meeting people like back to back, like people that had businesses and stuff like that. I was like, that is crazy. And then it clicked for me because I was like, that's how you do it. That's how you get in a room.
How old were you?
I was like late, bro.
You're what, 23?
I'm 20. I'm about to be 27 now.
Okay.
Soon. But I remember I was probably like 20. Like in my 21, 20s, and I was like, it clicked for me then. I didn't have a camera back then either. I showed up to people's houses with an iPhone, and I was like, yo, I got this. I coached them through how to do the videos and stuff like that. And I remember like,
what was it, the iPhone 4S?
Bro, it was really crappy, bro. And I remember I had one guy who was like, hey, listen, you're amazing to work with. You're good at what you do, but you need a camera,
right?
You know. And I was like, okay. Called my uncle. I told him like what I was doing and stuff like that, and he invested like $1,500 on a camera for me.
Nice.
And he's like, you can pay me back whenever. And I was like, okay. At the time I was running social media for health insurance companies, like, so I know how the volume game works for them, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I remember I was like on Craigslist, bro, and I saw a gig for Live nightclub, and I sent a request in. I didn't know how to use my camera back then either. Like, I just ordered my camera, but I sent them, like, with a thing. And they called me. They're like, hey, listen, like, we're going to do a video. We need a video for this date and whatnot. I was like, okay, perfect. I get my camera tomorrow. Gives me like, it was like 3 to 4 day time frame.
Yeah, yeah.
So I get my camera tomorrow. I have a gig already. Cool. Got this. I go. I'm calling my boys. I'm calling them. I borrowed one of my friend's flashes that day. They wanted photos and video for the night. I was calling all of them in a club, bro. One AirPod in. And I was like, yo, man, what settings do I put my camera on? Like, yo, how do I do this? And they're like, I'm like, what are frame rates? What the fuck is a frame rate? And I kept sweating, bro. I remember, and dude, that night was crazy. Like, you know, the nightlife.
Yeah, yeah.
That's how I got in, like, bro. And in one day of working, like, and enjoying myself, you know, 2 hours, I made like $600. And I was like, bro, that's more than I've made, like, for this company. Yeah. And they pay me, like, hourly. So I was like,
it's half the camera right there.
Yo, I know. It's just a camera, you know? And it really didn't click for me that I was like, all right, that's one. I did a video. I posted it. I was like, oh, this is cool. I tried to figure out the editing. And then little by little, I kept doing that. And, bro, I remember I went through a dry period. And I was still working for the health insurance company. But I was like, you know what? I'm going to quit this. I'm going to go all in this. My bills are paid for about a month, so I'll try to figure it out. Bro, didn't work. No. All right. Dead broke. Had like 10 miles in my gas tank, bro. And my boy Alejandro works at Sway.
Yeah, Alejandro.
Yeah, yo, he's the best. Yo, shout out to Guti.
Yeah.
And he was like, bro, just come by the club, bro. Like, just do a video here. You know, you need content either way.
Right. So
I was like, smart. I show up there, bro. Literally 5 gallons. 5 gallon in my tank, all right? And I get there, and I'm like, oh, my God, this is bad. So I I start to, I get in, I do a video, and the DJ there was like, I want that video. And I was just like, yeah. He's like, how much? I was like, 300? Like, I don't know. He's like, bet. That same day, edited the video, sent it to him. He posted the video, got another client. So in 3 days, I got clients back to back, and I was like, oh, I could do this. This is it. And that's what I did, bro. I just kept doing and I just kept doing like that. And then I built that relationship and nightlife and stuff like that. And it's great, you know, like it was a good starting point, and then that developed other things. So I remember I made a spreadsheet, all right? And I did this before I got the camera. It was an Excel spreadsheet of every influencer that impacted me in Miami. Brandon Connie was on that list too.
Okay.
So I was like, how am I going to reach him? How do I talk to this person? So this is my strategy. I followed everybody he followed, right? Just like that. I DM'd all of them. I commented. I reacted to everyone's stuff.
Yeah.
This one guy reached out, and he's like, oh, like, you need credit repair? You know, like, I was like, in my head, I'm like one away, you know, like one person away from the person I want to work with. So he flew me out to New Orleans. We went on Legend of the Street tour. I was with Gucci Mane, like all of them. I was working behind the scenes with them. And back in Miami, I kept working with him. He didn't live here. He lived in Texas. And one day he pops up on a FaceTime call with Brandon. I was like, oh, fuck. I'm one person away from this relationship. So I kept, like, you know, like little by little, just like, he's like, yo, I'm with my boy. Like, you know, and I remember one day, and like, yo, sorry, Ross, but like, Ross got fired, right, for Brandon, right? And I thought, I saw my opening, bro. And I was like, yo, if you're ever looking for a videographer, he's like, yeah, stop by the place. And I was like, yes. Yes. So I go in, and like, you know, we ended up like building a relationship, ended up working for him. He hired Ross back, you know, me and Ross are working together. You know how that, it's a little squabble, you know, yo, like you're the guy, new guy and stuff like that. And me and Ross became brothers, bro. I love that kid. You know, he's better than me in videography. I can admit to that. He's an amazing videographer. But we work great together. And I was learning from the best. Yeah. I was learning from Brandon. I was learning from all of them. And that's how, like, for me, I knew, like, that's it. This is a new area. This is a new parallel for where I'm going. Yeah. And, like, that's just a little bit to, like, where I am at. But, like, that's what, like, clicked it for me. That's where I was like, yo, that's it.
Yeah, just to
it's like that, like, I don't know, like that one chess move that just, like, everything, like, clicks, you know? Like,
yeah, that one move can really make a
bro,
difference.
Dude.
And,
You could sacrifice all the pieces, and you're just like, boop.
And even go back to the sway night, right? You have 5 gallons in your gas tank. You didn't expect anything that night.
Nah, bro.
But that's the thing with business. You can't expect anything, and you can get a bunch in return.
Yeah.
That's one thing I've learned is like, you can walk into a place, you can call someone, and not expect anything, and before you know it, they're bringing you clients, you're bringing them clients.
Yeah.
Now you've made $20,000, $50,000, $100,000 together.
It's crazy how that works.
Yeah.
Like, it really is.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that's it for today, bro. Let's wrap this up, bro. Like,
Shit.
It was great talking. I could talk to you for hours.
I know, bro. We always keep it going.
Yeah, dead ass, bro.